Hello, we meet again at Follow the Best channel. In this video just only educational purposes between Christians and Muslims. And this time Mr. Ahmad ExMuslim will give many Muslims educations the truth about Jesus Christ. Now, let's look at what Muslims said to Ahmad ExMuslim so we can learn the truth from them. So enjoy watching video. Please share, comment and subscribe this channel. God bless you.
He said, "Have you
Abudi.
have you ever seen a blind man?" Yeah, the one that Jesus healed in the Bible. Boom.
And I see Muhammad, he's a blind. According to the Quran, Allah blind him.
Facts.
Abudi. ارجي ما باكلك، حطي حالك بصحن وساوي تمك معلقة وتعيشي وتقضي حياتك كله بالخرا يا بنت الخرا. Thank you. Go ahead عبودي. عبودي يا عبودي يا عبودي. طيب عبودي طار. في عنا إيراني كمان.
Hello?
Hello friend, how are you?
Good.
Are you Muslim? Alhamdulillah, Jesus?
I'm Shia.
You are Shia? Alhamdulillah, Jesus. Alhamdulillah, Jesus. So you came to defend Islam Sunni? Are you came to defend Islam Sunni? For we open topic about Shia. If you came to the support Islam Sunni.
You fucking ugly, bitch.
That is in Quran?
You're an ugly.
So now tell me, why tell me your Imam, son of Narjis, your Imam Mehdi, he is the son of Narjis. Do you know who's a Narjis? Mut'a girl. Narjis, she did Mut'a with a Nakhas, Bishr Nakhas, and he gave her birth Imam al-Mahdi. Do you know that? Your Imam al-Mahdi, he is the son of Mut'a. Say bye to the camera. Thank you. Next. See, when you came to defend Islam Sunni, I will smash your religion also.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam wa mutta breastfeeding 10 times an adult, Habibi. How are you?
Why are you obsessed with like adults breastfeeding?
Well, because your mother of believers said that. Your Prophet Muhammad said that. Your mother of believers, she said, Aisha, she said, the verse of stoning and breastfeeding 10 times an adult was revealed in Allah's book. And the paper with me under my pillow. When the Prophet Muhammad died, we preoccupied in Prophet Muhammad's death, and the tame sheep came and eat it. Yummy. So now can you find the breastfeeding 10 times an adult today in Quran, please?
I could probably find it in the Bible though. I was wondering, why is there a face on there? It used to be just a stone. Why is there a face now, if I may ask?
Thank you for coming, Habibi. I appreciate it. Say hi to mom. Come on, Luqman.
Finally, yo, I love Jesus. How you doing, dog?
Are you sure, Mr. Dog? Do you know that dog is your Prophet Muhammad, according to his relative?
Yeah.
Do you
What's
know
your
that?
points? You
I'm not
wanted
your
me to
prophet.
you want me to defend Sunni? You want me to defend Sunni? Present me some points.
So I'm not your Prophet Muhammad, Habibi. Because if you go to the fathers of your Prophet Muhammad, 7 father, he is a dog. Kilab. Not me, Habibi. I'm son of Ahmad. My grandfather is Ahmad.
Ahmad, they can't come up here and even say hi to you without you slamming them back with, you can't even say hi to me. Listen, you guys, again, you cannot come up here with weak arguments. You gotta come up here, you gotta know how to talk to Ahmad. None of you are intelligent enough thus far to speak with this man. None. You use your emotions like little girls.
They have no respect, sister. Because they following Quran and Muhammad. They have no respect. When we ask him a question from Quran, he said he looking for the answer. He went to the Prophet Google, peace be behind him, and he said finally, how can I put the picture on my guest? I told him, okay, why? As he said, I told him, Photoshop. He said photo. I told him Photoshop. He said no, tafsir. I told him, okay, which tafsir? There you go. All the tafsir with me here. Can show it. And I showed all the tafsir saying same I said. The woman in Islam, in Quran, the woman have a semen, and semen of woman coming out from her chest. That is logic. It doesn't make any sense. If I tell my son, grade 2 in a school, if I told him that, he will spit on Allah. He will laugh till morning. Grade 2. And you guys came to convince me, yes, the woman have semen and the semen of woman coming out from her chest. When I said that, he directly switched the topic. Who's your God? Who's the creator? Stick on a point. And the other came to insult. The other came to insult. The other came to insult. They have no honor. Doesn't have a honor. They don't know what the morality is because they're following Quran and Sunnah. Because he's a Prophet Muhammad and his Quran keep insulting the other. And when he pray, he insulting. Doesn't have a honor. Let's see, yeah. Come on, yeah.
No honor, no respect, nothing, no morals.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. You mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Do you have an answer or not?
Yeah, no, I do got answers for them.
Okay, go answer my question. Why your Prophet Muhammad used to have a statue in his house and the front door?
Yeah, that's not what happened. I don't
So
think.
why your Prophet
What's the
Muhammad used
Where
to
does
be
it say
have
that in the Quran? Where does it say that in the
in
Quran,
the
Yazan?
Quran? Open with me Surah
افتح لي
Al-Muddathir.
عقلك شوي افتح لي عقلك شوي.
Open.
Where does it say that?
عقلي مفتوح بس انت سكر طيزك شوي.
يا
Open
زلمة
with
كس
me Surah
صوتك يا زلمة يلعن
Al-Muddathir.
امك يا منياك يا زلمة روح
صدق
انقع
بجازر
كس
لأمك
اختك
العظيم.
Right.
ابن المتعة.
You know, listen.
نشمي لسه نشمي الأخ. يخرب بيتك.
Palestinian. Listen, they're like, listen to this, Ahmad. They're like, oh, Kim wants to be involved so bad. Do you bastards know that I am the original partner in crime with Ahmad? Me and Ahmad go back years, Walko. You don't even understand.
صولات وجولات.
Yeah, hello.
Are you doing muta? Bombay, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. And you, bro?
Alhamdulillah, Jesus, brother. Are you Muslim? Alhamdulillah, Jesus, Habibi.
Yeah, I'm a Muslim, but I'm an open
Subhana
mind.
Jesus wa ta'ala. Now we have a answer, have a question. We have a 3 days. Almost 75,000 Muslim. No one of them can answer this small question. I hope if you have an answer. I hope.
Alright.
So why your Prophet Muhammad, after he claimed to be prophet, after 13 years, when he was married Aisha, still he has a statue in Aisha room and the front door? Why?
Yeah, though I never heard of that. I just heard that from your life for the first time. Yeah, but as I said, I'm a Muslim with open mind, and I started with the Christianity as well, and it's Christianity also makes sense. But as you are saying some things about the Quran. I used to read the Quran, but I don't used to read the tafsir. But now I begin to read the tafsir. I realize that it is very hard on non-believers. That is true. When it comes, because there are many verses in the Quran, it is always hard on unbelievers, those that are not Muslims. And in Islam, it even says that if you meet unbelievers, You should not greet them. You should not say to them Assalamu alaikum. So I was really surprised the first day I heard that from a sheikh saying such words. So that means there is not, because in this world we need to live a peaceful life. So and
Yes,
and
brother, you are
and
correct.
yeah.
So
So
how
let
do
me
you
tell you something. Go ahead, sister Kim.
so
ليلى
how do
شي قبل
you
ما
feel
أبلش.
how do you feel that, you know, we are ought to live in peace with each other, but then your tafsirs and your hadiths say you can't even say hi to us because we're Christians? How do you feel
Yeah,
about that?
yeah, absolutely. When I realized two things, that I was very sad, because he says that even if Christian is your relative, when he dies, you should not pray for him or her. And he says that when you meet with the non-believers, Christians, you should not greet them. So I said, wow, but these are not peaceful words, because in this world, I was really surprised. I've never thought that a scholar, or I never thought that I would see such thing in my belief. So it was really surprising, because that doesn't, really that doesn't really, it's not something peaceful at all.
That's the least, brother. That's the least you know about your Islam. Hey, just keep listening and talking to Ahmad, and you're gonna learn a lot of bad things about Islam. And he doesn't just make up these things. He will give you reference, and I suggest you write it down. Get a piece of paper, get a pen, and everything that Ahmad tells you, go search it for yourself. Don't take his word for it. Go read the books and compare, and then you make your own
Yeah,
conclusion.
one thing he said, that's very true. Many Muslims, or I can say 75% of we the Muslims, we rely on our scholars, but we ourselves don't go back on the books to read and understand it. Yeah, because one thing he said here, Yakirism min bayna sulbi wa tribe. I once asked a scholar about this, and I also once listened to Dr. Zakir Naik, but the guy was, he was intentionally lying about the definition of that, because he was saying that according to science, when a baby started to develop, so the development, that is the time the genital part develop first. So he said the Quran was trying to, he said the Quran mentioned about the movement of the semen, because human development, if you check it, it is come from the ribs and the backbone. I said that's not true. That's completely false, because when you look at the development of embryo, and this production of sperm is two different things. So he was using tachia, and I was surprised, but I'm still learning. I learn a lot from Ahmad. Ahmad knows the Quran, and he's always open. He always gives reference. Yeah. So Ahmad, I want to ask you this question, because I don't know whether you have any knowledge. It's an Islamic related question. Yeah. In Islam, it says that God has written all our destinies in Lawul Mahfuz. That is the book that records everything, even before He created us. And He has written in that book who will go to Jannah and who will go to hell. That's called predestination. So, and yet the scholars also said God has brought us in this world in order to test us who is going to, follow Him and who is not going to follow Him. So the question I always ask the scholars, still I don't have answer to this question. If God, who knows everything and who has written everything we are going to do, either good or bad, who has written all in the book of Lawul Mahfuz, even before He created us. So, but he already know who is going to worship Him, who is not going to worship Him. So what is the purpose of He testing us? Because you test people to know who is like in an exam. If you are teaching students in a classroom, after a year or 6 months, you will give them a test to know among them who really understand the topic you are discussing with them or not. So, but now God, who knows everything, who created us, who wrote everything in a Lawul Mahfuz before he created us, now he bring us here to test us. So what is the, I can't figure that thing out. That means if you said God brought us here to test who is going to follow him, then that means God is not all-knowing. That means the book of Lawul Mahfuz is basically not, baseless. So this is what I want to understand. I don't know whether you can make any comment about that.
Okay, God bless you, Habibi. Bombay, I can see you are opening your heart to the truth, not like the other. So first of all, Allah, according to Quran, He doesn't know the future, which means Allah has no idea about the unseen in Quran. For example, if you open with me chapter 17, Surah Al-Isra, verse 85, for which reason Allah sent down or revealed this verse to Muhammad? For which reason? If you go to the interpretation, you can see the Jewish came to the Muhammad because Muhammad claimed the Jewish at that area is Muhammad neighbor. They knowing Muhammad and they living with Muhammad when he was child till he become a man. They knowing him 100%. This guy, he worshiping a statue. He's a pagan. So he claimed to be prophet. So how? In one day, you claim to be prophet? Come on. They came to him to test him in front of all. The Jewish came to test Muhammad in front of Arab pagan to prove to him Muhammad is liar. He's not a prophet. He's not messenger of God. Came to him, they told him, Muhammad, we have a question. If you are, like you said, if you are a messenger of your God, which means, and you're saying your God is creator, which means your God should be have an answer, right? Ask your Allah. He said yes. They asked him 2 questions, 3 questions, but I will give you one of them. They asked him what the spirit is, because the Jewish reading Torah, they have a Torah. They knowing what what inside the Torah, right? So inside the Torah, the God, he said in Genesis, first chapter in the Bible, he said, when the God created Adam, he breathed into it the power of life, which means the wind of life. He breathed into it, the spirit. So asking Muhammad, take your time and ask your Allah, answer our question. What the spirit is. Muhammad, he lived in his room 10 days. 10 days for this question. And finally, he came out after the Jewish laughing on him. Hey, Muhammad, Allah doesn't know. Allah has no idea. See, Arab, see? Muhammad is liar. He's not prophet. Finally, Muhammad, he came out. And he said, they asking you about the spirit. Tell him the spirit coming from Allah. And I have little bit knowledge about it.
Yeah.
يسألونك عن الروح. Yes. يسألونك عن الروح.
Yeah.
قل الروح من أمر ربي ما أوتيتم من العلم إلا قليلا. So where's the answer? They didn't ask him the spirit coming from where. They're asking him what the spirit is. Allah doesn't know. He put Muhammad in a corner and the Jewish laughing on him and left him. For that 13 years, brother, in Mecca, nobody gave him allegiance. Nobody following him trust him. Only the thief, the robbers of pilgrimage, according authentic hadith. Only the thief following Muhammad, the robbers. The Jewish and Arab pagan, nobody trust him because they have no answer. When he start lying. But leave this. Another question, another point. Allah in Ghazwat Uhud, I think Ghazwat Badr, he speak with Muhammad and he told him, take your army and each one of you, they will be equal with 100 of them. So Muhammad, he tell his companion, let's go, Allah with us, the angel with us. Allah said each one of you, you will be over 100 of polytheists. Okay. So Muhammad went there in the battles with his companion. The pagan starting analyzing the Muslim, the army of Muslim, almost half an army is gone, was being killed. So the people came back to Muhammad, oh Prophet, you said each one of equal 100, over 100. He said, no.
Connection.
Brother Ahmed, I think you're lagging, Brother Ahmed.
Next verse, he said, منكم اثنين يغلبون 20 يغلبون 200. عشرون صابرون. The verse is, brother, in Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 8. Let me bring all the chapter in front of you and we will read it together. Allah doesn't know the unseen. You are right, brother. You are right when you said Allah doesn't know. Yes, doesn't know. Look here. This is Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 8. We go to where? A little bit down. يا أيها النبي حرض المؤمنين على القتال. يجادلونك في الحق أن تستغيروا ما جاز يوحى إليك ربك ذلكم يا أيها الناس إذا لقيتم فلم تقتلوهم ولا تكونوا يا أيها الذين اتقوا اعلموا. I short from here.
65.
وأطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول. Yes, there you go. Look here. يا أيها النبي حرض المؤمنين على القتال إن يكن منكم 20 صابرون يغلبوا 200. Let's go to the English. O Prophet, rouse the believers to the battle. If there are 20 steadfast among you, they will defeat 200. Look, 20 will defeat how much? 200, which means each one, how much? If a 20 defeat 200, each one 10, right?
Yeah.
Each one 10. And if there are 100 of you, will defeat 1,000. Which means each one 10, right? Of those who disbelieve, because they are a people who do not understand. So next verse. Now, Allah has now lightened your burden. What? Allah doesn't know before? When he told him 20 steadfast, 100, 200, he doesn't know? Now what he said, Allah has now lightened your burden, knowing that there is weakness. So before Allah doesn't know? Now he knows? Because in Arabic, الآن خفف الله عنكم. Now Allah knows. Okay. In you, if there are 100 steadfast among you, they will defeat 200. What? He gave it Muhammad discount from 10 to 2. There he tell him 10. Each one steadfast 10. After the pagan destroyed Muhammad and his army, Allah knows they have lightened, right? And tell him, each one of you, if there are 100 steadfast among you, they will defeat 200. 100 defeat 200, which means each one of like 2, but here each one like 10. It doesn't make sense, Allah. Right? So he doesn't know the unseen. He will wait to see what's going on. After that, he will send the verse. Why? Because always you have in Quran something we call asbab al-nuzul, reason for this verse, right? The reason, without reason there is no verses, which means if Muhammad wanna do dingy dingy, Allah will send verse for him. Let's see this. Now you guys saying, always we saying the Quran word of Allah, and Allah sent Muhammad with Quran to guide the people, right? Okay, let's see what kind of benefit I can get from this verse. Surah Al-Ahzab. Let's go to 50. Tell me what kind of benefit we can get from this verse. Muhammad is died. O Prophet, we have permitted to you
Sadly, Sheikh, I even want to ask
your
you
wives.
this grand verse. This is very complicated for us that I cannot understand, and no scholar can explain this verse. This is. I just want to ask you this verse right now because this is very complicated, and nobody can explain this to me. Still, now I cannot understand because I don't know what God is trying to tell Muhammad here. Because in Islamic culture, I heard it is permissible if a woman wants to marry you, if he can come and tell you, and you can go ahead and marry. But look at this verse, how, just read it, let people see.
Okay, I will answer your question, brother. O Prophet, we have permitted to you your wives, to whom you have given their dowries, and those you already have as granted to you by Allah, and the daughter of your paternal uncle, and the daughters of your paternal aunts, and the daughters of your maternal uncle, and the daughters of your maternal aunts, whom emigrated with you, and a believing woman who has offered herself to you, the Prophet, if the Prophet desires to marry her exclusively for you. Exclusively for you.
Yeah.
Mashallah. And not for the believers. We know what we have ordered for them regarding their wives and those their right hand possess. This is to spare you any difficulty. Allah is forgiving and merciful. This is destroy the religion, this verse.
Yes, this
From here you can see Muhammad, he create the religion only for dingy women's. Only.
Yes, this can I come in?
Even yes.
Say, I want to because this verse is a big problem in Islam, in the Quran, because I know many people don't come across this verse. The first day I come across this verse, that day I was really completely shocked, because what I don't understand from this verse, what I understand so far, Allah has, permitted Muhammad the women to marry. Like those one he pay the jury, he's permitted to have intercourse with those one and his slave women. And at the same time, Allah has also permitted Muhammad's followers, those companions of the Prophet, their wives and their slave women to have intercourse with those one. But the verse said exclusively, he only permitted Muhammad. If any woman come and give herself to Muhammad, he only permitted that for Muhammad to marry, but not the others.
Yes.
So that's very
Do you know,
confusing.
according this verse came down for Muhammad do dingy dingy with his auntie, mother, sister of his mother. Do you know that? I can prove it for you now. This verse, Muhammad brought it for only to sleep with his sister mother, Khawla bint Hakim. Let me prove to you.
Oh,
We go to where? I will show it to you here. المكتبة الشاملة, Islamic Library website.
because he didn't mention that. He didn't forbid his aunt.
Look here. خولة بنت حكيم إحدى خالات النبي. Now I will open it from Musnad Imam Ahmad. See? Musnad Imam Ahmad. Let's translate. This is Musnad Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Authentic Hadith. Part 45, page 292. Hadith number 27313. Muhammad ibn Ja'far told us. He said, Shu'bah told us, and Hajjaj said, Shu'bah told me, he said, I heard Ata al-Khurasani speaking on the authority of Sa'id ibn al-Musayyab, by al-Musayyab, that Khawla, look here, Khawla bint Hakim al-Salamiyya, who is one of the aunts of the Prophet. Right? Cool. Now we go to other hadith. ألا تستحي المرأة أن تهب نفسها للرجل. ألا تستحي. From صحيح البخاري I will prove it. المرأة أن تهب. Let's go. Now صحيح البخاري. Where's صحيح البخاري? There you go. صحيح البخاري. Translate. صحيح البخاري. Part 7, page 12. Hadith number 5113. Muhammad bin Salam narrated to us. Ibn Fudail narrated to us. Hisham narrated to us on the authority of his father, who said, Khawla bint Hakim was one of those who they give themselves to the Prophet. Boom. And Aisha now feel jealous. May peace be behind him. Aisha said, aren't women ashamed to give themselves to a man? When you put away whomsoever you please of them was revealed, I said, O Messenger of Allah, I do not see your Lord not being hasty in your desires. Narrated by all those. So Khawla bint Hakim she offered themselves to Muhammad.
Wow. So say this hadith is basically telling us even Aisha, when this Quran verse came, Aisha doubted him, because that's why he said, it seems like this Allah is always in haste for your desire only, because it is very, very confusing.
Let me bring it from sunnah.com. Let me bring it from sunnah.com to see what the scholar translate. Sunnah.com. There you go. Sahih al-Bukhari 5:11-3. Narrated Hisham, father. Khawla bint Hakim, see, was one of those ladies who presented themselves to the Prophet for marriage. Here, try to patch it. For marriage. Can you marriage your auntie? Come on. For marriage. Aisha said, doesn't a lady feel ashamed for presenting herself to a man? But when the verse, O Muhammad, you may postpone
You're frozen.
the turn on that, your Lord, what is this? Oh, which means Allah, according to Aisha, Allah, He working under Muhammad a private part. Muhammad, he wanna do dingy dingy, Allah send a verse for him. Other hadith, Sunan Ibn Majah, same thing. Aisha said,
Number 2000, right?
look here. Yes, so how can I trust this Allah and call him God? How? I can see Muhammad, he created this Allah, and even not just only sleep with his auntie, he sleep with his adopted son's wife.
Yeah, Ibn
And
Said.
same chapter, verse 37.
Yeah, Said. Yeah, I was surprised when I learned that ayah also, because he came to Said's house and met the woman, I don't know, whether naked. He said, "Oh, God is the best is the best in making." And then after that, the Said has to, divorce his wife in order for him to marry. So that should not be a role, as a role model. You should not do such thing. The people, there's someone you brought up in your house, and then you yourself look a wife for that individual, and you later come take his wife from him. That's very sad. I was so surprised.
So how can the Creator didn't found, listen to me, brother, Allah didn't found easy way to forbidden adopted children only by one way, by using Muhammad male organ. Allah didn't found a better way to forbidden the adopted sons or adopted the children. Allah didn't found only by this way. Why? From here I can see Allah, Muhammad, he created already for his desire, for his wishes. So how can I follow like this guy? How can I give it him, or I trust him with my eternal life? Is not game. My eternal life is not game, brother. He get benefit. He do dingy dingy. He get a lot of money. He be a leader. He get the power. But how about me? Why I should go to the hellfire for him? Why? I never trust him. Because the real God, brother, real God never play on your desire. Jesus, Almighty God, Jesus Christ, he said, if you see from your eye any woman and wishes, desire in your heart, you commit adultery. If you commit adultery, you go into hellfire according to Christianity. But Muhammad, he allowed you, according to Allah, to sleep with unlimited woman right hand possess. What the right hand possess meaning?
Exactly. The slave women, there's no limit for in Islam. That's very confusing. And I heard someone asking Zakir Knight about this question. You know how he answered that? He said, now, the way Islam treats slaves is better than the way Americans, I don't know, Vietnam, I don't know, they say American prison. He said that prison, they maltreat people. I said, wow, this guy, hope he is well. The guy is asking you about the slavery. You are relating the question to the American prisoners. I think this doesn't make any sense. And if you look at the slavery part, Islam doesn't put any limit for a number of slaves women. You can have 1,000 slave women, but it says in the same Islam that you should not get closer to adultery, either to do it. But now it make it allowed for a man to have even 300 slave women. You can sleep with them at any time without even asking for a woman consent. So I also see that the religion doesn't give honor to women at all. You can have as many slave women as you wished.
Yes. So Muhammad, for the Arab Bedouins following him, he allowed him to sleep with a slave's woman in front of eye of her husband. So one day Muhammad, when he be in a battle of Autas, they capturing the male and the females, and the companion wishes to do dingy with the females front of husband.
Yeah.
غير صفية, other صفية. This is غزوة أوطاس, battle of Autas. So the companion, feeling shame or shy to sleep with those females, and they came to the Muhammad. I will show you from authentic hadith from Sahih Bukhari. They came to the Muhammad and they told him, "Oh Prophet, so do you want me to cut my male organ? Well, we want to sleep." He said, "Go sleep with him." He said, "We feel shy front of husband." He said, "No problem." He allowed him to sleep with the right hand possess front of husband eye.
Wow.
Let me bring it from Sahih Bukhari. تحرجوا من غشيانهن ألا نستخصي. They told him, "Oh Muhammad, I cut my male organ. We want to sleep with a woman." And he said, "No problem, go do it." So what kind of prophet that?
Absolutely. So surprising.
Look here, huh? This is authentic hadith. Sahih, hadith sahih. This sunnah.com too. You have from Sunan al-Nasa'i, satanic number, and you have from Sunan Abi Dawud also, and you have from Sahih Muslim. For example, this is lie here. This is lie. A woman, and woman already married except those whom are right hand possessed. See, this is lie. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri reported that the battle of Hunayn, Allah's messenger sent an army to Autis and encountered the enemy. and fought with them, having overcome them and taking them captive. The companions of Allah's Messenger seem to refrain from having intercourse with the captive woman because of their what? Husbands being polytheists. Then Allah said down regarding that a woman already married. Look here. They're trying to play game. Look in Arabic very clear. تحرجوا من غشيانهن أمام أزواجهن. They feel shame to sleep with him front of husbands. Muhammad allowed him. And he tell him, okay, wait for the عدة. Lie. إذا انقضت عدتهن. So imagine with me. Now, if someone, for example, if someone from polytheist city or town, and he become a Muslim, and he embraced the Islam, and the army of Islam when a fight
Connection.
same town, sister and his mother be right hand possessed for him, he can sleep with him. And the army, and he joined to army Mujahideen, and he fight his city, and for example, not he's a friend, be honor his mother and his sister. It's crazy.
It's crazy, absolutely.
It's crazy. Welcome to Islam. And still saying Islam is a peace religion. Let me show you the peace. Let me show you something. Muhammad, he asked the male, the woman, the mans, to go with him to analyze the people for benefit, capture slave, right hand possess. Muhammad, he said, اغزوا تبوك تغنموا بنات الأصفر ونساء الروم. But I will show you how does Islam is peaceful religion. كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس. Look this hadith. Such a beautiful hadith. Sahih al-Bukhari. This Sahih al-Bukhari 4557 narrated Abu Huraira. The verse, you true Muslims are the best of people ever raised up for mankind, means the best of peoples for the people, as you bring them with chains on their necks till what?
Embrace Islam. Wow.
Peace. Don't tell me. Peace religion. Is it peaceful? Right? So the peaceful to embrace him in Islam, Habibi.
Yeah, this
so
is
you have to bring him with the chains on their neck.
You see, this is the same like there's an ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah 2:193. It's also saying something like this: go out and kill the disbelievers. And I read, I said, this is very violence, bro. I don't know, but
see how much this religion is a peace religion, brother. And come. See. If I follow Islam, did Allah guarantee the heaven for me? Let's see.
Yeah, and sir, I want to ask you one more question. You said Muhammad doesn't even know where he will, whether he will go to Jannah or not. So that's really confusing to me. So is that in the Quran, like he doesn't know his fate?
Yes. Go ahead.
But how can
Chapter 34.
chapter 34 Sabah? Which surah? Surah Sabah.
34. Saba. 24. Say, who provides for you from the heavens and the earth? Say Allah. And either you or we are
They got
rightly guided, or
evident error. Wow.
so Muhammad, he doesn't know if he is wrong way or right way. How can I follow him?
Sure.
Another verse. قل ما كنت بدعا من الرسل. قل ما كنت بدعا من الرسل ولا أدري ما يفعل بي ولا بكم. سورة الأحقاف 9. Chapter 46 verse 9. Let's bring it. 46 9. Verse 9. Look, Muhammad here. Say, I am not
So, but
different from the other with you. What? If you don't know if you are wrong way or right way, how do I trust you? How do I trust?
which surah is this? Which surah is this and the ayah? Connection.
Allah? If His messenger, Ummati, Ummati, the day of judgment. How? Muhammad, he doesn't know what's happening to him. Say, I am not different from the other messenger, and I do not know what way will be done with me or with you.
Only follow what is
Messenger from Allah doesn't know what will be done with him. So how can I trust him?
wow.
It doesn't make any sense for me.
Absolutely.
So brother Bombay, I advise you, brother Habibi, I advise you,
Thank you so much. I
stop,
learned a lot from you.
stay away from this religion. He guarantees the hellfire for you. You will be in a hellfire with him. Allah, he entered already to the hellfire. I showed earlier today when Allah put his foot in a hellfire. Stay away. And we don't know our time when be done. I don't know, I didn't guarantee myself 1 minute. Guarantee your heaven, brother. Only one he can guarantee for you the heaven is Jesus Christ. Only Jesus. He said, if you believe in him and following him, you will be with him in heaven. I just invite you to guarantee your heaven, to guarantee your salvation.
Say one thing you said about Jesus, even in the Quran, they said Jesus was sinless. I was surprised, and I also note that Jesus doesn't have any people. He doesn't take sword to go out and kill people just to come to be a
Never.
Christian like Muhammad did.
Yes.
And Moses also did not take sword and go to people, kill them to come to Jesus. So I said, but why is the same Allah now send another one, telling him go and go out to these people, kill them, just to come and worship Allah? Allah is himself tell him go and kill the people he himself created. and he sent another human being. Sometimes I cannot digest this. I said, but is Allah who is responsible for our who is create us? He if he wants, he can he can easily take your soul out of your body immediately. But he sent Muhammad. He told Muhammad, go and fight these people. Go and kill them. So that's very weird. Sometimes
Because
one
he's
cannot
not
digest it.
from real creator, brother. Because I showed you earlier when the Jewish came to test Muhammad,
Yeah.
they knowing he is not from same God. He's not. If you go to the story in Sahih al-Bukhari, how do Muhammad become prophet? You will laugh. Sahih al-Bukhari in the Revelation book, hadith number 3. Muhammad, some guy, he came to him in a cave and he cut him off. He tried to unalive him 3 times. He tried to unalive him 3 times, and he shocked. He ran away to his wife to tell her, cover me, cover me. What kind of prophet that? Who came to you in a cave? Absolutely devil.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
that, she made him as a prophet. She made him as a prophet.
I got a question, brother Ahmed.
Go ahead,
Ahmed,
brother.
thank you so much.
So
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, brother. Listen. So Ahmed, you just said that Muhammad said he don't know what will happen to him right when he passed away.
Oh, brother, he left. Okay, brother
Oh, he left.
Bombay, I just advise you, brother, if you're listening to me, be careful about your salvation.